Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear circular friends, I am happy and delighted to invite you to our 5th edition of Circular Change Conference. This year, the title is Mainstreaming the Circular Economy Mindset. And we are happy and proud that we are partnering with the 15th Bled Strategic Forum, one of the most prominent events in the Central and Southeastern Europe. So, welcome. We are looking forward for this afternoon. So it's truly exciting being with you in this different format and different environment, in our living room of circular change. Very cozy atmosphere that we could never imagine when we were planning this event back in 2019, when COVID-19 was not with us in the way it is affecting our life. So we are keeping our promise, and we are remaining the best entry point for your circular economy journey. By joining us today, participants from more than 40 countries is another proof that we are doing the right thing, and we will keep on going, we promise. So, what is today in the focus of our discussion? We are talking a lot about the crisis. One is climate crisis, the other one is health crisis, but they're both connected. And what we have realized in the last few months is how interdependent and interconnected we actually are. What we need is our joint action. We need joint vision to overcome the situation and to rebuild our societies and our economies in a better way. So not going back to old normal, but really to stand out of the box and co-create new solutions. So radical change needs radical collaboration. And here we are to support it, like the Circular Change platform, working with you all year long. So our ambition is really high. But on the other hand, when we are talking about our attitude, we know that we should be humble, not only ambitious. Humble in the sense of understanding the environment, of understanding that we are part of the nature, and of knowing that we do not have all the answers. But what we do have is we do have each other. So based on that, we co-created also the program of today's event, with lots of you participating in our activities, and there are a lot of people from all around the globe that are engaged in initiatives and programs where we are collaborating. Just to name a few countries, from Austria, Italy, Hungary, Croatia, our neighboring countries, then to Nordic countries, Norway, Sweden, Finland, our good friends. Now we are collaborating also with Latin America, with Chile, Brazil. So the whole globe is looking for solutions and for the way how to use the knowledge we have and how to use the lessons learned to move forward into more sustainable and more bright future. So now to our program. Today we will focus on Slovenia, on the transition towards sustainability in the only country with love in its name. We have some of our partners participating as speakers and you, the others, contributing as listeners. And hopefully you will ask questions and we will try to give answer at least to some of you. Since more than 500 of you applied for that, we will try to do our best at least to find a few answers. So in the first part of our event, we will focus more on the global situation, on that what is going on around the globe, what is happening in Europe, implementing Green Deal, Green Recovery, the new Circular Economy Action Plan. In the second part, we will be more in Slovenia. So what are the plans for Slovenia for the transition towards circular economy? What is business doing? And what are those tools that are still needed to make the change happen? So a circular change, we are also very much engaged in the Western Balkans. Just this year, we have contributed to the Circular Economy Action Plan for Serbia as well as for Montenegro. And this is how we are supporting the countries of Western Balkan to become a part of Europe. Next year, 2021, is the year when Slovenia is taking over the EU presidency. And we know that circular economy is something what will be in the focus of this as well. So a lot of things to be discussed and a lot of knowledge to be shared. As the chair of Circular Economy Stakeholder Platform in Brussels, I'm also encouraging you, really to wake up, to be brave enough, to find partners for your ideas to make circular economy a reality. So now, let's go to our program and put first things first. Let's open the Circular Change Conference, our 5th edition, Mainstreaming the Circular Economy Mindset, with the speech by Andrej Vizjak, Slovenian Minister of the Environment and Spatial Planning, followed by Mr. Tone Kajzer, State Secretary, Slovenian Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we would like to thank both ministries for supporting our event as well. So please, the opening speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, good afternoon to everyone. Danes, ko lahko že zelo jasno vidimo, kam nas je pripeljala pretirana raba naravnih virov ter proizvodnja ogromnih količin odpadkov in emisij CO2, in ko se soočamo s krizo brez primere ob pandemiji COVID-19, je skrajni čas za jasno ukrepanje. Hkrati nam je ta kriza pokazala tudi potrebo po samozadostnosti, še posebej na področju ravnanja z odpadki. To pa nam narekuje hitro in predvsem bolj učinkovito ukrepanje. Ukrepe za izhod iz krize moramo videti hkrati kot veliko priložnost za doseganje dvojnih koristi spodbujanja gospodarstva in ustvarjanje delovnih mest ob hkratnem pospeševanju zelenih naložb. Slovenija se zaveda, da se v ospredje okrevanja postavi razvoj, ki se usmerja v trajnostne investicije, krožno gospodarstvo in digitalizacijo. Zato smo se pridružili tudi skupni pobudi 16 držav Evropske unije za ozelenitev gospodarstva po pandemiji koronavirusa, ki v okviru zelenega dogovora in načrta za okrevanje daje prvič zagon trajnostnim naložbam, ki bodo prispevale konkurenčnosti gospodarstva tako na evropski kot globalni ravni, in drugič hkrati tudi k zmanjševanju emisij ter soočanju s posledicami podnebnih sprememb. Novi akcijski načrt Evropske unije za krožno gospodarstvo pa bo dodatno pospešil prehod v nizkoogljično krožno gospodarstvo in s tem bistveno prispeval tako k konkurenčnosti gospodarstva kot podnebni nevtralnosti. Zato me veseli, da lahko danes delim z vami vizijo in aktivnosti Slovenije na področju krožnega gospodarstva in trajnostne transformacije. Prepričan sem, da je krožno gospodarstvo zelo konkreten in uporaben koncept, s katerim bomo lahko učinkoviteje usmerjali naložbe v trajnostni prihod. To je namreč eden od ključnih celovitih instrumentov za trajnostno rabo naravnih virov in zmanjševanje emisij toplogrednih plinov, kar gospodarstvo omogoča večjo osnovno in energetsko učinkovitost. Kriza je pokazala, kako pomembno je, da smo samozadostni, še posebej na področju upravljanja z odpadki, kjer je pomembno, da spodbujamo tudi razvoj visokokakovostnega trga z sekundarnimi surovinami. Izhod iz krize vidim kot priložnost ravno na področju učinkovitejšega ravnanja, tako z naravnimi viri, kot ravnanja z odpadki. V Sloveniji imamo odlične rezultate pri ločenem zbiranju odpadkov, slabe pa pri izrabi odpadkov za pridobivanje energije. Priložnost vidim v vrnitvi ustrezno predelanih odpadkov nazaj v proizvodnjo. Slovenija zato pripravlja ustrezne pravne podlage za to, da pride odpadek v proizvod. Konkretne korake je treba narediti tudi v smeri izboljšanja izkoristka odpadkov in materialov za pridobivanje in nadomeščanje kritičnih surovin. Vse aktivnosti, ki pogosto tudi stanejo, moramo izvajati v veliki skrbi za konkurenčnost gospodarstva. Ukrepi okrevanja sicer morajo biti usmerjeni v nizkoogljične naložbe in digitalizacijo, je pa treba zelo pretehtati in najti prave rešitve, da v dobri veri ne naredimo več škode kot koristi. Hkrati pa ne smemo pozabiti, da moramo nasloviti tudi trenutne, že leta nakopičene izzive na področju okolja. Zato se je Slovenija odločila, da bo pripravila načrt, ki bo z vrsto konkretnih ukrepov in s spreminjanjem načina izvajanja obstoječih postopno uveljavljala tudi sistemske spremembe za podporo zeleni tranziciji ob hkratnem zagotavljanju socialne blaginje in konkurenčnosti gospodarstva. V sodelovanju z evropskimi institucijami pod vodstvom EIT Climate KIC lahko pripravimo celovit strateški projekt za izvajanje razogljičene Slovenije s pomočjo krožnega gospodarstva, v katerem sodeluje velik del ključnih vladnih resorjev, kar nam bo pomagalo ustvariti sektorske sinergije ter začeti sistemsko preobrazbo v smeri nizkoogljične krožne družbe. Naj zaključim s tem, da si moramo bolj kot kadarkoli doslej države prizadevati za solidarnost in zlasti regionalno sodelovanje, ob čemer je pomembno predvsem sodelovanje z vsemi deležniki, prepoznavanje njihove vloge in njihovo vključevanje v procese za iskanje učinkovitih rešitev. Cilj podnebne nevtralnosti pa mora ostati naše dolgoročno vodilo, če želimo zagotavljati predvidljivo in stabilno okolje za načrtovanje naložb in okrevanje našega gospodarstva, ter tudi njegovo konkurenčnost v prihodnje. Izzivi, s katerimi se srečujemo danes, so lahko tudi odlične priložnosti in izjemne zgodbe o uspehu. Naj bo to vodilo ob nadaljevanju današnje konference. Vsem želim uspešen posvet in veliko izmenjave novih idej in hvala lepa za pozornost.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 5th Circular Change Conference. In just 5 years, the conference has become one of the most prominent international events on circular economy. We are happy that this year it takes place in the framework of our most eminent international yearly event, the Bled Strategic Forum. As Minister Vizjak already affirmed, circular economy has become an intrinsic part of Slovenia's strategic development agenda and remains a key element of our post-COVID green recovery program. We recognize, however, that we cannot undertake this profound systemic and cultural change alone. The transition to circular economy can only be fully achieved if it becomes a global one. To refer to the theme of this conference, how do we mainstream the circular economy mindset globally? The answer is clear. We need partnerships, collaboration, and, as our host Ladeja likes to put it, co-creation with variety of stakeholders, locally, nationally, regionally, and across the globe. Slovenia was one of the front-runners in envisioning the necessity of transitioning from the linear economy model to a circular one, through collaborating on the international level. We have been actively seeking partnerships with like-minded countries and organizations in exchanging and promoting knowledge, good practices, and innovation on circular economy. We have been working with the Netherlands, Finland, Norway, UNIDO, UNDP, World Economic Forum, Ellen MacArthur Foundation, European Commission, European Economic and Social Committee, and others. Circular economy will be one of the priorities of the Slovenian presidency of the EU in the second half of the next year, and it is part of the work program of the current EU trio, Germany, Portugal, and Slovenia. Horizontally linking two of our priorities for the presidency of the EU, circular economy and the Western Balkans, Slovenia will play a pivotal role in assisting the countries of the region in their transition to circular economy as part of their EU accession process and within the framework of the European Commission's Green Deal for the Western Balkans. Slovenia will also be drawing from examples of good practices and innovative solutions implemented within the EU macro-regional frameworks during Slovenia's current chairmanship of the Adriatic-Ionian macro-regional strategy. Our ambition is to become a regional hub and to eventually form a center of excellence for circular economy for Southeast Europe. We have been a strong supporter of EU's global leadership in implementing and promoting the transition to circular economy. The EU has set to implement its action plan on circular economy through alliances and coalitions, strategic partnerships, outreach activities, trade agreements, and in the accession process with the Western Balkans countries. Its initiative to launch a global alliance on circular economy and resource efficiency at the 5th meeting of the UN Environmental Assembly in Nairobi in February next year is the right way forward. So is the initiative for a global agreement on plastics and for an international agreement on managing of national resources. We need an effort on a global scale, and the EU can lead by example. Ladies and gentlemen, I very much look forward to today's discussions. I'm sure they will bring a valuable contribution not just to the topic of mainstreaming the circular mindset, but also to the wider discussions on the how to rethink our future. Thank you.
Big thanks to Mr. Vizjak and Mr. Kaiser. As we have heard, there is a strong ambition to make Slovenia a central country for circular economy transition.